Hi everyone, this is Jessica Canty. I am your life and career strategist. If this is the first time we're meeting, hi. I have a passion for helping working professionals go from their unfulfilled jobs to their dream careers. That's you if you're ready to have a paycheck that matches your passion, that matches your worth. Hello, welcome. So glad that you're joining us today. So glad you're joining me this morning, you all. It's Tuesday. It's after 10:30. That means it's time for careers and coffee chat. So it's time to take a break from all that awesome work that you're doing, which I hope you're recording. We'll talk a little bit about that in a moment or two. But it's now time to talk about what are the things that are going to help us to accelerate our career goals. If you haven't already, this is the first time you're getting to know our brand. One of the things we have is a podcast. And on that podcast, it's called Cubicle Conversations, Discussions to Accelerate Career Goals. So if you haven't already, you want to go check that out because it's got some awesome information on there. But the thought process behind careers and coffee chat and cubicle conversations is that a lot of times people are afraid to talk about their career goals with others. Maybe for fear of competition, maybe for fear of criticism, maybe for fear of it being office politics and things of that nature, or feeling like someone may tell you that you're crazy. But I'm here to tell you that when you join a community of career seekers or people who want to accelerate their career goals, you exponentially increase your the likelihood of you being successful. So that's why we have this every Tuesday. That's why we have the podcast. That's why we have the LinkedIn group, because the statistics don't lie. The numbers don't lie. People who get together with others who are career focused, career minded, who are looking for resources, whether you want to be a butcher, baker, or a candlestick maker, we all can be in the same space and learn about how we can accelerate our careers. So today, I've been thinking about it yesterday. One of the career concerns, or the corona career concerns that we identified starting out in this whole new normal, is that a lot of us have concerns about our career plans failing because of the current environment. So let me tell you a little bit about what that means. So when we first started quarantining, one of the things we talked about was, what are those corona career concerns? That's the concerns that come out of, how is my career going to be impacted by this global pandemic? Am I going to be laid off? Will I keep my employment? Will I be able to get new employment? What does it mean in my current employment? And so today I want to talk about the corona career concern of why career plans fail. So I've got 5 reasons why career plans fail. Let me go ahead and grab my notes because I can get excited. I could teach a whole class on this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a whole podcast episode on this. And my team and I are developing a resource for our one-on-one coaching clients so that we can ensure you're ready to be successful in your career, because that's what we're passionate about. We want people to get the job, but we want people to keep the job, but we want people to keep that passion and fire for the work that they do. So if you're like me, I'm a note taker. Go ahead and grab a pen and paper. If you missed any moment of this, catch us on the replay, or you can also check this out on our YouTube channel. And there's soon to be a podcast episode on this. So the top 5 reasons, welcome you all. The top 5 reasons that career plans fail. Number 1 is we don't know the difference between a distraction and an opportunity. Or I should have said, I'm going to give you a cursory overview today. So you want to kind of write this down and begin to ask yourself these questions. Am I coming up against any of these challenges, these complicating factors that are causing my career plans to fail? Okay, so number 1 is you don't know the difference between a distraction and an opportunity. When we're seeking out careers, there's a lot of career temptations. What do I mean by that? There's a lot of things that look like, ooh, I want this opportunity. Ooh, this will fast track my career. Ooh, I like the salary. I like the benefits. I like the location. But it's really not in your passion, and it's really not in your purpose. And it's also a career temptation or a distraction can be, it's going to be something that's going to keep you on that wheel of, I hate my job. I hate my job. I hate my job. So you just chose the job, maybe because the salary seemed nice, maybe because the location seemed convenient, maybe because the hours seemed conducive to what you wanted to do outside of the office, but it really was not an opportunity. Opportunities challenge. Opportunities may not come wrapped up in a pretty bow, Opportunities are spaces for growth, not spaces for complacency. So that's how you can tell the difference between distraction and an opportunity. Is it a place of growth? Is it a place that's going to connect me to purpose? Is it a connection that may be a little bit challenging, maybe a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning, but I can see that the career trajectory is something that's going to expand my skills and expand my network. So one of the top 5 reasons why career plans fail is because we choose distractions and not opportunities when it comes to career decisions. Another reason why career plans fail is because we forget our superpower. What does that mean? That means that we don't really remember what are our unique gifts, skills, and ability, our talents that separate us from other people, the things that make us distinctively different from other candidates, from other colleagues in the field. And sometimes that happens when we are, say, at the intermediate or experienced level of our career success sequence. If you don't know what that is, go check out. I did a video on the career success sequence. You can check out our YouTube channel, but you can also check out the podcast episode we have on the career success sequence. A lot of people in that intermediate phase or in that experienced phase can forget why they're awesome, can forget the incredible transformational work that they do. And they'll forget, okay, yes, I'm skilled in management. I'm skilled in communication. I'm skilled in marketing. I'm skilled in resource finding and things of that nature because of the monotony of the day-to-day work that they do. And they forget that it takes a lot to run that meeting you ran. It takes a lot to coordinate all those different departments to get together on a project. It takes a lot. And so what we do is that we accept less than what our gifts should be providing for us. It's a little bit tongue-tied. We accept less than what our gifts should be providing for us. So we accept a lower paycheck. We accept lower opportunities, meaning those distractions. Again, you see how that overlaps. We allow ourselves to take the back seat when our gifts and talents would make that company's mission and vision come true in an instant. So we downplay ourselves. We don't allow ourselves to speak up in a meeting because of isms. And believe me, I get the isms. I am a woman of color. I'm a woman. I even sometimes experience ageism both ways, in that I'm too young to be in a managerial position, or I'm too young to have that much experience or to have that much of an opinion or that much of a clinical expertise. Or I'm too old to be in certain spaces. Like, okay, well, you don't really quite get what it means to be in college now. So ageism goes both ways. And when I forget who I am and the work that I've been doing this for probably close to 30 years now. No, actually, probably a little less than 30. It's about 25 years now. I've been at this. I've been coaching. I've been training. I've been developing programs. And I really do mean that in terms of the time I've been doing it. So I'll say I won't raise my hand in a meeting to volunteer for a program or an initiative. I won't say, no, my skills are the best suited for this particular program because I'm afraid people are going to think I'm cocky, that I'm trying to compete with others, that I'm overestimating my skills and capabilities. But that's a reason why career plans fail. That's why people get complacent. That's why people get stuck. That's why you wind up training your replacement. That's why you keep training people who wind up getting promoted before you. That's why your paycheck doesn't last the whole month, because we are downplaying our superpower. The number 3, one of the third reasons, yes, I know, Devin Marquis, those isms are so serious. They are so real. And I think it's because it's seemingly covert. We can't see the overt complications that come from it. So you got to be very clear. Every one of us, except for there's a select portion of the population that probably doesn't receive isms. And that's probably the dominant race in that particular profession you've chosen. But society as a whole has isms against race, gender, sexual orientation, your zip code, even putting that on your resume. There's some isms around your zip code. There's isms around your email address. There's isms around your name. That if it seems too culturally ethnic, or if it seems too specific to one culture, Like we can see certain last names, certain first names that say, okay, that person may present as a person of color when I meet them, or they may present as a woman when I meet them, or based on that name, they may present as somebody that's a baby boomer, because we know there's certain names that are more of an older generation or younger generation. Welcome you. I'm so glad you are in this space. So you really have to remember not to forget your superpower, because regardless of the packaging that we come in, whether we, especially for women, whether we wear makeup or don't wear makeup, men, whether you wear a beard or don't wear a beard, because that's some isms in there. Men of color tend to have beards, and in corporate America, is that acceptable? And so we can get so caught up in the isms of other people that we forget that regardless of the beard on our face or whether or not we have locks in our hair, we are superior in certain areas because we're uniquely qualified. And that's anybody, any race, any gender, any sexual orientation. You're the only version of you. You're the only person who has that specific skill set and shows up in the way that you do. And we play it small when we forget our superpower. And that's an easy way to stay complacent in your job. That's an easy way to get passed up for promotions, to get passed up for raises. So you've got to remember what your superpower is. Number 3 is you don't seek wisdom from your success squad. That's a quick way for your career plans to fail. Not only do you not seek it, but you don't implement it. Who's your success squad? That's your executive board. Your executive board is your coach, your role model, your mentor, and your sponsor. If you don't have these 4 people in your corner, you're already on a path for not being as successful as you could be in your career. And you could have some seemingly failures that could easily be remedied when you seek out the advice, the wisdom of these 4 people and you implement it. It's one thing to seek it out, to say, hey, what do you think about this? But if you're going to take the time to seek it out and they're going to take the investment of giving you that wisdom, if you're going to invest financially, emotionally, in your time, you had better go ahead and implement that. Don't waste your time, your energy, because that's something that we cannot get back. But if you are not seeking out your success squad or your career executive board, you're setting yourself up for heartache, headache, late nights grinding, hours trying to apply for jobs and not getting callbacks. You're stuck with resumes that you haven't updated since the early 2000s. You're stuck with trying to figure out what isms are really holding you back because you haven't spoken to your mentor about it. You haven't spoken to your coach about making sure your resume shows off your skills. You haven't spoken to your coach about how to get that promotion, how to get that raise. Your sponsor hasn't been able to tell you exactly what position to apply for. And so when we don't seek out the wisdom and implement the wisdom of our dream team, our executive board, our success squad, we are setting ourselves up for a lot of heartache, a lot of early gray hairs, a lot of wrinkles, a lot of sleepless nights because we're not seeking and implementing their wisdom. Number 4, we don't know the difference between a plan and a goal. Yeah. A plan and a goal. It's a huge difference. Some people may say it's semantics, but it's a big difference. Okay, so when we were, I'm going to take this back, so I might be dating myself, but when I was in the 4th grade, I learned different techniques of writing, and I still implement them to this day because I enjoy writing. I enjoy writing the curriculum for our clients. I enjoy writing the program for our clients and the online courses that we're going to be having coming out soon, and a special tool. I can't wait to tell you all more about it. But one of the things I learned in the 4th grade was the web. I don't know if you all remember that, or maybe it was just the county that taught us this, but we would draw a circle, and in the center we would write the topic that we had to write about, and all around it we would write down the things that we thought about that particular thing. So we would write all those ideas around the circle. So maybe it was careers, my dream career. So I may have written out the salary I wanted, the location I wanted, the benefits I wanted, the type of day I wanted, like what type of hours, my tour of duty that I wanted. Now, all of that is goals. That's me observing the goals. But unless I have a plan to accomplish those goals are just dreams. Goals have to have a plan for them to go from dreams to reality. So you have got to have a plan. You might have a goal of earning $30,000 more, but what's the plan? What are you going to do over the next 3 months to get that? What are you going to do over the next 6 months? What are you going to do daily to accomplish that goal? Because I promise you that goal is just going to sit dormant unless you have a plan. And if you are not, and you see how all these things are kind of blending together. So if you don't have the right people in your corner to tell you, okay, here's your goal, let me help you map out that plan. If you don't have a role model who's living out your goal, if you don't have a mentor to say, yeah, that's not, that you might want to think about that goal. If you don't have a coach that's laying that out for you, it's setting you up for frustration. It's setting you up for it taking a lot longer than it should. Even in a pandemic, when you're talking to your success squad, they can tell you, okay, this is what's happening in our profession. You might want to pivot. Right now, the tech industry is making a boom, but be careful because it may be a balloon that's going to pop soon. But if I don't have a coach to tell me that, if I don't have a mentor to tell me that, I might put all my eggs in one basket. So you really want to make sure you're conversing with your success squad and remember the difference between a plan and a goal. A goal has to have a plan. What's step A? How do I accomplish step A? Because step A may have a lot of micro steps to that. So you really want to make sure you have those people around you. The other thing is mindset hurdles. I was having this conversation with my 9-year-old and she was receiving some feedback from her dance school teacher that was telling her about some things that she needed to work on to perfect her craft. And I was sharing with her that doesn't stop at the age of 9. Hi, welcome you all. That doesn't stop at the age of 9. That's something that carries over into adulthood. And if you keep the right people around you, they're going to be the ones who are going to tell you what works for you and what doesn't work for you. However, it was affecting her mindset. She was starting to second guess her capabilities. And so it's very important that we're careful about what we're listening to. We're careful about who we're allowing to speak into our ear and to speak into our destiny. I started to feel like I'm preaching a little bit, but it's so very true. Even in the natural and in the career space and in corporate America, you will really find the people who are successful are careful about who is in their ear. They're careful about what kind of podcasts they listen to. They're careful about what kind of magazines they read. They're careful about what they allow to keep replaying in their mind. Childhood trauma, seemingly failures of our careers. You got to be really careful about what you let play in your mind. Who are you allowed to be around you? Are people around you who are naysayers? Are the people around you saying, yes, you can do this, let me help you? Are people around you telling you that you're crazy? You can't do anything like that. Nobody in our family has ever done anything like that. Nobody in our family has ever owned a business. Or people around you, and this has happened to me, honestly. And I have to tell myself not to keep replaying this, but I want to share it with you all. I had a close family member who I sought out wisdom from, and she told me, well, what you're doing, too many people do already. Give up on that dream. Because there's too many people doing what you're doing. And man, that thing hurt me. It hurt me. And the more I let it sit with me, the less time I spent in building in my dream. The less time I spent in helping my clients. So you really have to be careful about those mindset hurdles. And I did a video on mindset hurdles. So you want to go check that out on our YouTube channel and ask yourself, are you experiencing in those mindset hurdles? Now, we have an exclusive resource for our coaching clients that helps them identify what their mindset hurdles are. And I've come to the point of our conversation, because I know you guys got to get back to your work because you're doing awesome things. You're transforming companies. You're helping your employees. You're helping your employer. You're an entrepreneur. You're an employee. I know you got to get back to that great work. So I wanted to make an announcement. I am thrilled that we have a resource that's coming out this fall to help you to begin to see how awesome you are. We like to call it your travel size career coach. It's your convenient companion you can keep in your purse, in your book bag, wherever you go. And we're going to make sure that you get that resource this fall. But in the meantime, what you should be doing until you get that resource is every day write down what you did today. Even if it seems small, how many emails did you answer today? How many phone calls did you answer today? How many Zoom meetings did you sit in today? How many podcasts did you listen to today? What lives did you invest your time in? Because you will notice that your results and outcomes are closely linked to what you let come in your ear and to what you let your hands do in that day space, in that time, whatever, how many hours you work in the day, okay? And so you want to check that out. That's something that a good career coach would want you to do, because they want to see how they can help you better use your time to accomplish your career goals. All right, you all, as always, I love having Careers and Coffee chat with you. Can't wait till next Tuesday to have another Careers and Coffee chat with you. Talk to you all soon.